Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab, in the wee hours of the morning, where I do what I do for you. Today we're gonna read from the book. I got a good little lesson for you, inform you about how becoming a right thinker and what you need to do. Let's go. Real quick heads up. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. The message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tuned in to receive them. I appreciate the number looking good. We got a good thing going. Let's ride. Right Thinker's mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is a way of life, and there's a way of life that you can adopt and use through mental and spiritual disciplines daily. Will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's the ultimate goal for all right thinkers. That's my mission, to have all right thinkers reach that goal of knowing thyself. Let's go. The question is, do you know you? If not, let me help you out. That's what I do for you. Knowing thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. That's why I do what I do. All for you. Appreciate you. Stay with me. I got you. A person who knows not and believes that they know, dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep. Like most people at this time in the morning, I hear the birds chirping, but I can awaken them with knowledge of self. That's what wakes you up to yourself. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you, right? Thinkers, know thyself, and to my eye, be true. Today I'm back in my book. Got a good little lesson. I thought it was important. The title, well, this is the book, She Taught Netta. Now, Right Thinking is a spinoff in a copy of She Taught Never, Semi-Tawi, all ancient Egyptian concepts. I put my spin on it because I don't copy. So I take what I can use from them, put my spin on it, and then give it to you. That's why it's right thinking. So the lesson today is right thinkers. Let's talk about initiation into right thinking, aka she taught Netta. All right. So this is the lesson. Let's go. The ancient Egyptian precepts of initiatic education. This is what the initiates have to repeat. There's 10 of them. I'm going to go through them. As an initiate, you must learn to achieve the following capacities. Okay. These are things that, as right thinkers, this is your job. Okay. I did mine. It's time for you to do yours. I'm going to instruct you. All you have to do is follow them and do them. First one, control your thoughts. I'm a thinking man. We all think that's what the brain does. But if you're using negative, wrong, ignorant thoughts, that's not going to produce good results. So control your thoughts. Become a right thinker. Thinking, we all do. Right thinking is something you have to apply yourself to do better. Okay? That's self-improvement. Again, at its best. When you change how you do on the inside, it will manifest from the outside. So change your thoughts. Matter of fact, be in control of your thoughts. More important. Next thing, if you control your thoughts, that means you can control your actions. Actions are after the thought. You think it, then you act to it. Okay, we're about to get the lesson. Got a lesson for that one on you for the day too. Now, next one is have devotion of purpose. When I was young, my devotion was to money. My purpose was get more money. Dumb, ignorant concepts. When you devote your time and energy to a higher power, oh, things change. You become a blessed and enlightened human being by what? Living right, doing right, and acting right. The benefits that you get from your higher self, not man. Understand that. Next one, number 4. Have faith in your master, aka moi. If you're a right thinker, I'm your master. Not ego tripping or bugging, but I'm the creator of right thinking philosophy. So yeah, I am Luke. I am your father. Right thinkers, I am your master. Okay. But watch this. But you have to have faith in your master's what? Ability to lead you along the path of truth and righteousness, aka to spiritual enlightenment. That's my job, to get you to know yourself. I'm sweating like a pig up in here. Next one, number 6, my favorite number. Have faith in your own ability to what? Act with wisdom. Okay. First thing, wisdom is an experience that you learn from. Now you're wise from what? Having the experience. You're better because you have the experience for yourself. I do a lot of reading and studying. A lot of that stuff don't come into fruition, but I have it. I have information. The stuff that I implement and use, I prove that that works. That's how it's done. That's wisdom at its best. Be free, watch this, from resentment under what? The experience of persecution, being insulted, being laughed at, and mocked and scorned. You're going to get that. I got it. That's it. He carried his books. What he did to my shit, he got his books. What them books gonna do? That was a little while ago. I'm still carrying my books, but I'm sitting here instructing. What are you doing? Listening? Hating? Probably. All right, move on. Woo-wee. Next one. Learn how to, this is important, right thinkers. Learn how for yourself to distinguish between what? Right and wrong. That's Anubis. That's your discernment. Your discernment lets you know, man, that's some BS. We know off the bat some people just present themselves as a BS, and so we see them for who they are, right? But for those who got a little bit better at hiding their BS, your discernment got to kick in now and realize, is this guy full of crap? Most likely, yeah, that's what discernment does. Separate right from wrong. Okay, true from untrue, same thing. But you have to apply that 24/7. Don't turn your discernment off. Don't get relaxed. Don't get comfortable. That's how you get had. Street vernacular. Last one. Learn to distinguish the real from the unreal. Again, use your discernment to your best ability all the time. Just because they sound good, just because what he's saying, just because he look good, don't mean that he's good. Okay, that's the lesson of the day. Moving on. Now, if there's 10, you want to know how is this to be accomplished? Okay. 10 commandments. How do they be accomplished? Implement them. Simple answer. Okay. The following sections I'm about to read to you will provide insight into how the process of following the teachings works and what is necessary to develop the necessary qualities to be a successful aspirant. If you follow these rules, you abide by them, you will be better. Okay? And the next way you can do that, we go into the next level. This is the importance of good association. One of the most important ways to promote awareness and constant reflection is keeping what? The company of a wise teacher, or AKA, and got my hat on, sage. A sage is a teacher of ignorant people, bringing them into knowledge. Okay, but in the process, he's showing. That's why I do what I do for you. I'm here every day. That's the right thinking way. In ancient Egypt, watch this. The temple system, okay, like church, served the purpose of what? Instructing aspirants in what? The wisdom teachings and allowing them back into the world on what? A regular basis in order to test their level of understanding and self-control by practicing the teachings when confronted with ordinary situations in day-to-day life. You practice right thinking all day, every day. Why? It becomes a way of life. That's what makes it work. That's how it works. Watch this. You have worldly minded people. The temple was the place where the initiate could go on a regular basis to receive instruction. It wasn't just on Sunday. You can go to the temple any day. It was open. It was serving the purpose for the community, for those who wanted to better themselves. Remember, you go to the courtyard, the outer courtyard, everybody's there. You welcome. In order to move on and raise your conscious level, get an education, higher level understanding, you had to go into the temple and be taught. That's the difference, okay? For you go to the temple to receive instructions and counseling, on what? The current application of your teachings in your day-to-day life. It tells you day-to-day. You have to put it that way. The idea, watch this, is reflected in the ancient Egyptian stela of Tahuti Nefer. Okay, they would put their stuff in stelas, a big like tombstone block, but it had the information on it that you can read and understand and get knowledge. Watch this. It says, consume pure foods and pure thoughts with pure hands, adore celestial beings, that means your higher selves, conscious, become what? Associated with, listen to this, you have to become associated with the wise ones, aka sage, saints, and prophets, and also make offerings to God. That's devotion. Just praying to God and asking God don't make you devotional. Showing and paying respect to him by doing righteous and good deeds is how you admire him, and he will smile back on you with a blessing in life that only you can appreciate. That's the difference of the chosen ones or the righteous ones, the virtuous ones, religious, whatever you want to call yourself. But when you are honest and sincere to your higher power, things happen for the better. That's all I can tell you. We call it luck. No, luck is about to do a hard work and perseverance. The association, watch this. Your association with sages and saints are good associations, and it is seen as a primary way to what? Accelerate, means speed up what? The spiritual development of the aspirant, meaning you learn more if you get to a teacher, hang out with your boy, and feed off of that. Learn from that. Ask questions. I love answering questions that I had answers to. I love that. I ain't got a problem with that. So, and I would never tell you it's a stupid question. As a teacher, no question that I hear from anybody is stupid. I would never say that. So get to understand it. Watch this. Now, again, this why you do this is because it is a natural, it is the nature of what? The mind to imitate that which it focuses on. An important definition of the symbols associated with sema, SMA, which is the trachea coming down, the little piece with the heart going together, or the sema. And this is to render what? A clear visibility, make you able to see clear. With the third eye, your spiritual eye is open. Now you can see clearly. That's the concept, okay? A lot of people misunderstand it, misinterpret it, but I try to lay it out there for you. Okay, now in ancient Egypt, I'm almost home. Stay with me. Ancient Egypt, oh yeah, I gotta wrap this up. The gathering, watch this, an assembly or reunion was called SMAT, M-A-I-T. Sim, S-M-A-I, short, is the name for the temple. The temple wasn't called a church, it's called SMAS, the gathering place, okay? And commit, the priest assumed the role of what? Protector or Sabbat. Sabbat means master teacher, okay? I'm working on being a Sabbat myself, or Baba, a Grand Master. That means you put 40 years of studying. I'm working on that now, so I'm one of my Babahood with studying, learning, and living a righteous lifestyle. That's how you get that title. It's not given to you, you earn it. So that's what I'm doing, putting my work in. Next, and commit, okay, assume the word of protector by, and the Tabai leading the initiate to what? Understand the teachings. You're going to break down the hieroglyphics, the meaning of the lesson. That's what I do. I give you a lesson to break it down for you as we go. That's what I'm doing now. Watch this. To teach the hieroglyphics to what? Perfection of the mind and body, and eventually to intention and intuitionally realization through the practice of mental exercise. Mental exercise is praying, meditating. And the application of what? The wisdom of the teachings. If you don't implement what I teach you or give to you or instruct for you, it won't work. It don't work by thought and praying. No, it works by doing. Watch this. In ancient Egyptian, this is symbolized by what? The scenes where the deities such as Haru, Tahuti, Anpu, which is Anubis, Hetheru, which is Hathor, Aset, they call them Isis in the Greeks. Okay, all the etc. Watch this. Now they all lead the initiate to what? Meet Athar. Remember, at Judgment Day, when your heart passed judgment, you either got Haru, Tahuti, Anubis, Het Haru, or Isis, who gonna take you to Asar. Okay, this teaching was adopted. Watch this by yours truly, the Greek mysteries. In India, this process is known as Satsanga, 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 or whatever. Okay, watch this. Where the aspirant, you receive teachings from who? The guru, the spiritual preceptor, master teacher, on a continuous basis, meaning you got to hang out with him every day. They would come and sit at his feet and ask questions. I don't need a bunch of people at my feet. You can text me or whatever you want. I appreciate the comments too, but that's what we do. We instruct. We give information. I didn't learn all this stuff just to learn it. When I was doing it, I was just purposely just trying to be a better person. But once I mastered it, I got to share this. That's why I do what I do for you. Let me get back on and wrap this up for you. Appreciate you tuning in too. Where the aspirant received teachings from the guru, spiritual preceptor, on what? A day-to-day continuous basis. Now, in Buddhism, watch this, they all do the same thing. The process is known as Sangha. In Christianity, here we go, this idea was reflected in relationship between Jesus and who? John the Baptist. And later between Jesus and who? His disciples. So you see, there's a teacher, disciple, master, disciple, teacher giving instruction to the others so they can learn and become masters of themselves. That's the golden right thing of philosophy, personally. All right, now keeping the company of wise people. I personally don't have no friends. So I don't hang out with too many people doing stuff that I don't particularly care for. That's why I have no friends. But watch this. Hanging out with wise people or those seeking what? Wisdom. If we're not on the same page, we ain't going the same way. We ain't vibrating on the same frequency, we ain't hanging out. Why? Because those seeking wisdom is an important and powerful tool for what? Spiritual development, because the nature of the unenlightened, watch this, ignorant, as I call y'all, not dumb, stupid, just ignorant. That means unenlightened. It means you don't know. Okay? The unenlightened, ignorant mind allows it to what? Make subtle mistakes that can lead you, the aspirant, astray from the correct interpretation of the teachings. If you misunderstand, misinterpret what I'm saying, and don't ask and get clarity, you're going to do it wrong. Thus, it is the receiving of the teaching that is the real force, which causes what? The transformation through what? A baptismal ritual, not the ritual itself. It's the significance of the baptism, okay? Bringing you into a new life, reborn, waking you up, whatever you want to call it, however it is. But it's a change of heart, change of mind, so you change who you are. That's how change is made. It starts from the heart. But there's rituals and things that you can do to help that along the way. That's the purpose. Let me wrap this up. Therefore, the teacher, aka guru, priest, etc., who is what? Close to God. That's what you call God-fearing men. Godly men. Yeah, that's where they come from. AKA enlightened. An enlightened being, as it were, is seen as greater than God. Why? Because he or she, while here, can lead other aspirants where? Toward God. My goal is to get you, that's what I'm doing. Get you to know God for yourself with instructions that'll help you make that possible. Why? Because I am close to him. I know him. I know how to get to him. Sorry, calm down. Calm down. Knowing who and where God is how God is to be discovered. With aid and assistance from somebody who's done it. Otherwise, watch this. It would be very difficult, hard, and arduous, a hard and arduous process for you, the aspirant, to realize the truth without being instructed. It don't just happen, okay? So it would take, watch this, it would take millions of incarnations. An incarnation is when you live all your life, don't get enlightened, die, and that's it. That's an unenlightened being. That's a life wasted. But guess what? The spirit, the soul got to come back again to hope somebody can enlighten us so we can go home. We are the ticket to the spirits to go home. Why? They're going to use us to learn their lesson in life. That's another process that the spirit has that we don't understand. The spirit here to learn lessons. Wherein untold sufferings, watch this, could occur in the process of what? Gaining experiences would teach you the proper way to what? Discover your higher self. Your journey through this volume, this book, would impart one most important point about true spirituality, namely that you are a transcendental being, an immortal and eternal being, and as such, you are endowed with all the qualities. They're all in you, necessary to what? Achieve the highest level of spiritualization. I can tell you, regardless of your background, your history, your country, your origin, or gender, you are eligible to become your best self. Another important point to try and become the best possible disciple you can while still performing your everyday duties of life. You don't have to change your lifestyle to better and improve yourself as a right thinker. Do not engage in fancies about spirituality. Oh, yeah, I'm getting enlightened and all that nonsense, or the extremes either. Or I don't believe none of that nonsense. So you can't go from one extreme to the next. This will disrupt the real spiritual movement. Once you honestly set in motion the mystical process of your own spiritual aspirations, meaning when you decide you want to better yourself, now you're going to come willingly and take the information graciously and use it the way it's intended. Nobody's going to twist your arm or force you. I ain't going to try to lure you and tell you how good it's going to be to you, what you're going to get. I got time for that now. Either I don't solicit. Okay? This will, okay, watch it. When you set in motion, you will one day, watch this, encounter more advanced personalities from whom you learn, again, teachers, and progress further in your understanding. In every country, there exists a more advanced personalities who can what? Lead you further along your path of self-discovery, aka know thyself. Modern terms, self-discovery. Ancient terms, know thyself. Same thing. Remember the names? That's the name. Two different things that mean the same. Have you known anyone, watch this, who is able to control their emotions? I'm trying to be that one. I'm working on it. But watch this. Have you known anyone who lived through, watch this now, a bad situation, such as the loss of a loved one, our parents, or a serious illness, who have moved forward with what? Composure. When you are comfortable with who you are, death don't fear you. Diseases, threats of life don't scare you. Why? You're comfortable in who you are. Knowing thyself puts you in a place where when this is over, you're comfortable in your state of mind. That's the consciousness that's going to go with you to the next level. And if you're not conscious of yourself, you die. Moving on, I'm about to wrap it up. Where we at? Okay, have you met anyone who had been like a pillar for others, whom others go to what? In time of trouble or need? If you have the good fortune to know someone like that, take my advice. Get close to them, ask them questions, and ask them to show you how they came to possess those advanced spiritual qualities. Practice, practice, and more practice. Let me wrap it up. Ask their permission to spend time with them so that you may benefit from what? Their knowledge and experience in living. Simple. I keep telling you, it ain't brain surgery. If you follow me during the day, you see I live a simple life. Just do for people, try to be the best person I can be. To strangers, it didn't make a difference to me. I'm just doing the right thing for the right reasons. What? To earn my blessings. You may find that some people are well developed in some areas, but guess what? Not in others. Learn what you can and emulate their virtuous characteristics. Not all of them, just the ones that's good. I told my man, follow my dude, but don't be like him. Learn from him. Should be getting some lessons real good. If you get you get to a point where you feel there is no more to learn from this person, continue seeking and you will what? Discover the steps which lead upward on the ladder of spiritual aspiration. If I outgrow you in understanding of what you can do for me, I have to move on. If your knowledge caps out at this level, I want to go higher. I got to go somewhere else. Why? You done maxed out his limit of knowledge. Understand that. Okay, that's why. And there's no greater blessing, watch this, than to what? Meet a sage or saint who have what? Attained nihas, higher consciousness, nirvana, moksha, Christhood. I give you all these names: Buddhahood, Haruhood, salvation, liberation, anointment, Christhood. All those are titles, the names that you get for a person who reached that level. All themselves, while at the same time, what? Being well versed in the written teachings. They can best help you to understand the subtlety of the teachings, insight, and lead you to what? A greater and greater awareness and comprehension, which will lead you to your own higher mystical realization in short time than through any other method. Learning from somebody who knows is the best way to go. Simple as that. They cannot transform you into spiritual personality. Why? You must do that yourself. I can't do it for you. However, I can direct you on the correct path and point out your mistakes as you make them if you're willing to listen. A lot of us don't want to be constructively criticized, don't want to be corrected. Why? They think or they believe they know what they're doing until they find out that they don't. A little late. Money quarterbacking. Find out you was wrong after you made a commitment to do something is not good for you. You just realize you made a mistake. You should not become distracted by different religions or other teachers. Rather, set your attention on what? The highest goal of what? Enlightenment to oneself. Then all else will fall into place. Only one path and one teacher are needed and advisable. You can't hop around from this one to that one to this one. I said if one ain't teaching you what you need to know, he took you as far as you can go, it's time to move on. I'm not saying try this one, try that one. No. I got everything you need. One-stop shopping. Street, I got it. Scholar, I got it. Spiritual, I got them all. That's why I'm a master. A disciple, watch this, who does not practice the teachings of their spiritual preceptor day to day with the notion that the preceptor will provide for you higher spiritual development is like a person who expects to become physically fit. Watch this. If you listen to me and don't do nothing but just hear like what I'm saying, and watch this, like a physical fitness person by merely going to the gym without doing any exercise. Oh, I went to the gym. I did 2 hours. What exercise do? I didn't exercise. I was just there. So I can tell people I went to the gym, they think I'm working out. No, it don't work that way. Because you go to church on spiritual. No, it don't work that way. Okay. The preceptor will provide the mental food in the form of what? Knowledge and wisdom teachings. And then it's up to you to take this food, consume it, digest it, absorb it, and allow it to become part of your being. Since your innermost self is God, is your supreme preceptor. All of your situations you find yourself involved in with divinely inspired to provide you with spiritual education. Every situation in life, they say, well, it's for a reason. Yeah, your reason is to learn. Okay? The same divine self is instructing you through the spiritual preceptor, your teacher, wow. And it is this same divine self which aids your reflecting and understanding in the process of knowing thyself. That's my lesson. Hope it was good. Went a little long. Hope you got the message. I'm out. I got more. I'll be back.